Hi you guys, welcome to fall in Ohio. It is noon and it is practically dark out because it is that gray and that cloudy. And it's freezing. So yeah, not good weather today, but hopefully the lighting is okay. Today I just kind of wanted to play with makeup. I was sitting down the other day and just brainstorming ideas of things that I wanted to do because I haven't done like any Halloween themed videos this month yet just because everything has been so crazy and I do have a very busy week again. But I kind of came up with a few things that I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, I'm like itching like crazy. It's like ragweed season around here. My allergies are nuts. Anyway, one thing I wanted to show you guys was to do some work with glitter. So I really wanted to play with glitter today. I'm pretty sure I've shown you my favorite glitter before. That is the NYX Face and Body Glitter and the NYX Glitter Primer. I love these. These are my favorite for when I'm working with glitter. They're very finely milled, very comfortable. Even if the glitter does get into my eyes, it isn't painful, and I have very sensitive eyes. So I was kind of thinking about doing like a half cut crease, but that would mean the glitter would be like right in here, and I'm a little iffy with glitter that close to my inner corner. So today I'm actually going to do a cut crease like halo look with the glitter. I kind of have a rough idea where I'm going with this, but we'll see how it turns out. I'm so sorry about that siren in the background. I think they're testing like the tornado sirens maybe? I don't know. Anyway, my eyebrows are already done. I used my Anastasia Dip Brow in taupe like always. Oh, and can you tell I've been eating dairy again? And I'm making cheese enchiladas tonight because the face is just, the acne is bad lately. Anyway, I'm starting out with my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair and Neutral. This is coming closer to matching me again now that my little mini summer tan is going away. And I'm just priming my lids with this. So I was thinking about using my Urban Decay Naked Heat palette for this, and you could if you wanted to, but I'm actually going in with my Anastasia Soft Glam palette because I find that the oranges in here are more orangey than in the Naked Heat palette where they're more warm. So I'm just taking my Sigma E40 brush. I love this one for blending and just like colors, and I'm going in with Tempera. And honestly, you can use any palette you like for this look. I'm just using what I have. I haven't been inspired with a lot of what I've seen coming out lately. A lot of it seems to just be repackages and stuff like that. So I don't know, you guys. I might not even buy anything from the holiday collections this year. I'm not sure yet though. All right, next I'm going in with Orange Soda and just working this color in my crease. I absolutely adore this color. I probably use Orange Soda in like 40 to 50% of the looks I do just because it's so pretty. Now I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange. And I'm also adding this into the crease, just keeping it lower. It's getting on my eyelid quite a bit, which is fine. That will disappear later. And I am winging this out just a teensy bit. Next, I'm just going to take a flat shader brush. This one is an Anastasia brush. And I'm going in with Sienna, which is more of a warmer, almost reddish shade. I'm putting this on the outer and the inner corners. And then I'm going to take that E40 brush again and just blend that out a little bit. So the other day someone asked me, you know, what do you want to be for Halloween? What do you want to do? And I have no idea. I have absolutely no clue. I don't know whether I'm going to dress up, whether I'm not going to dress up, whether I'm just going to do makeup on that day, like character makeup or something. I have no idea yet. If you guys have any suggestions for like any Halloween looks you'd like to see, please let me know and I will try my best to get those in before Halloween is up. I just haven't been feeling super inspired with Halloween this year, which is really weird for me. So I'm just going to wipe away some of that fallout. I would definitely recommend any look with glitter, do your eye makeup first. Can you guys tell I did not sleep well at all last night? Like, exhaustion is huge right now. All right, now I have this base down. I really, really like how this looks, so I'm just leaving that center blank. Now you can go ahead and carve it out with concealer if you want to before using a glitter primer, but honestly I kind of find that a bit of an unnecessary step. So I'm taking this flat Sonia Kashuk brush. This one is nice and flat, and I really, really like this one for applying glitter primer as well as applying the actual glitter. So I just pop a little bit of primer on the brush. And thankfully this primer is lightly tinted so you can kind of see where it's going. So what I like to do is after I apply the primer where I want it, I kind of take the brush and tap it, almost like if you're working with spirit gum, just because it kind of helps dry the primer just enough that it's a bit tackier. And then I'm taking my glitter. I'm using the NYX Face and Body glitter in the shade Copper. I wish I had a brighter orange, but I don't right now. And honestly, once you get under bright daylight, this does look very, very orange. So I just tap some into the cap, and I take that same brush and just pick up the glitter. I see my eyelids trying to like stick together. And then I just start applying the glitter. I find that using the same brush that you put the glue on really helps to reduce fallout. So I'm just going and I'm working the glitter into that crease. And I'm just going to feed it a little bit into those darker areas. Now, I don't like the transition there. I think it's a bit too harsh. So I'm just taking a little pencil brush and I'm going to go into this shade. I probably should have done this first, to be honest. This is a NYX metallic, I believe. Prismatic. This is a NYX Prismatic shadow in the shade Fireball. This is so pretty, and I'm just taking this on that brush, and I'm just using this to kind of blend in where the glitter meets the rest of the shadow. See, yeah, that looks so much better. What most people don't realize is how much of makeup is seriously just trial and error. So I'm going to go ahead and before I do the glitter on this eye, I'm just going to go in and work that prismatic shadow in on the edges. So I'm not the kind of makeup person who tends to run like trials. Like, I won't test out a makeup look typically before I film it, because one, that takes hours and will probably cut the amount of videos I was able to put out in half. And at the same time, I think that makeup tutorials that are too perfect, like you do this and this and this and everything ends up perfect every single time, isn't the best for teaching. I think to really teach makeup, you need to show mistakes that can happen when you try something and it doesn't quite work out right, and here's something you can do to blend it out or to fix it or to make it look better. than what your original plan was, because 9 times out of 10, what your makeup actually ends up looking like is different than what you originally wanted or originally thought you were going to do. Now that I have that glitter on, going back in with Fireball. So yeah, I do tend to kind of just wing my makeup looks quite a bit, unless I'm doing something that is incredibly complicated, in which case I've usually thought about it for quite a while beforehand. But with this one, I was like, hey, let's play with orange glitter today. So I'm going to wipe off as much of that glitter fallout as I possibly can. I just have a towel today because I'm all out of makeup wipes. I can't work with glitter without eventually getting it all over my face, so I don't worry too much. Looks like I have like nothing up here right now. I swear, the issues with hooded eyes. It looks like I have like nothing up in this part of my eye. It's driving me insane. All right, I'm going to go ahead and line my eyes, and I'm using the Smashbox Always On Liquid Liner. I have not tried this liner with glitter yet, so I'm very curious to see how this will go. Ooh, okay. Okay, I like this liner with glitter. It actually goes over the glitter. You can't like see through it. That's kind of nice. All right, eyeliner is all done. Kept getting a little thicker and thicker, but it works. So I'm just going to do my mascara real quick with my Benefit Roller Lash, and I'll be right back. All right, mascara is all done. It's looking a little bit unbalanced because I still have to do the under half of my underside, lower lip. We're going to jump in with foundation next. I'm using my Maybelline Superstay 24-Hour Foundation, and this is in the shade 112 Natural Ivory. This is probably a little light for where I am right now. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little light for where I am right now, but let's just go with it because I am feeling like I need full coverage today. So if you guys know what you're being for Halloween, let me know in the comments down below, because A, I'm curious, and B, I need ideas. Because I have no idea. No clue. Oh my gosh, I love this foundation so much. This is not the most natural looking foundation in the world, but man, when you're having one of those days where you just need to cover up like everything and you're like, my skin is rough, it is not working for me today, this is an excellent foundation for that. All right, next I'm going in with some more concealer using the same Tarte Shape Tape we used earlier. And I'm just going a lot crazier on concealer than I have been lately, again, because of my skin and the breakouts. I've been going pretty much makeup free as much as possible, just to give my skin a break. But today, I just need a little extra help in the coverage department. To set the 3 pounds of concealer I just put on my face, I'm using my little mini Laura Mercier setting powder. Translucent setting powder, I should say. And again, I'm setting heavier than I normally do, just because I need much fuller coverage than I normally go for. Correction, I shouldn't say need, but I want heavier coverage today. I'm not doing anything special, honestly, I'm just hanging around the house today. which is interesting because it's like the only day this week I actually get to just spend her at my house. And I'm like, okay, yeah, today we'll do full coverage. Tomorrow I have to run all over town, and knowing me, I will probably not wear makeup. Just it's what I do. I will say the one thing I don't like is I noticed that the Laura Mercier combined with the Shape Tape when I smile does make my under eyes look way drier than I like, so I haven't been using this a whole lot lately. I've really been loving the Bye Bye Pores Pressed from IT Cosmetics for underneath my eyes. I find that gives a smoother finish than the Laura Mercier, but I used up what was pretty much left of this on my Chicago trip, so I need to grab a big one. Alright, let's go in real quick and finish up underneath my eyes. I'm just grabbing this little flat brush, my little detailer under eye. Elf really needs to give their brushes like names or numbers or something. Anyway, I'm going in with Orange Soda first. And I'm fluffing this out along the lower lash line, and I'm bringing it down fairly far. I kind of want this to give a nice diffused look. And then I'm going to go in with Burnt Orange and take that closer to the lash line and only about 2/3 of the way in. It's kind of been a long time since I've done a tutorial rather than like a get ready with me, so I'm like, I've forgotten how to tutorial. And I'm just going to grab a tiny little detailer brush. I always forget which shade I like better. Okay, and I'm going in with Glistening for my highlight. I'm going to pop this in my inner corner. It's kind of a goldish highlight. I also like taking this just on that like inner smidgen underneath your eye. I find that this helps brighten up my eyes, make them look more awake, and I find that it transitions, taking the highlight in like this, transitions from the highlight into the under eye makeup very, very pretty. For underneath my brow bone, I'm taking Glistening and Tempera and kind of mixing them together, because I don't want like a super sparkly highlight under my brow bone, but I do want a little something there. You know what this needs? Okay, I'm taking the Marc Jacobs highliner in the shade, what shade is this? Earthquake. And I'm just going to tightline with this. I'm not going to do my waterline at all, but I'm just going to tightline with this. Do not be afraid to do like a black cat eye and then use brown in your waterline. I find that can actually soften the black a little bit, while black in your waterline can sometimes be a little harsh. I seriously got eyeliner on my contacts. I'll be right back. Whew. All right, I'm back. One thing I do not like about the Marc Jacobs highliners is that they are so soft. Oh, I still can't see quite right. My contact's a little weird. These are so soft that if you wear contacts and you even so much as graze your contact with this, this will get all over your contacts. And you will have to take your contacts out, clean them, put them back in, or get a new pair. I might actually have to get a new one. I clean this one, but it still feels a little funny. So that's one thing I don't like. Like, I've used this like 3 times, and 2 out of those 3 times I've gotten it on my contacts. Not a big fan of that. So this isn't super like contact friendly in my opinion, just because it gets on your contacts really easily, which, considering, you know, I don't intend to touch my eye with the eyeliner, doesn't work for me. All right, so we are done with the eyes, and now I'm going to move on to contouring. And for that, I'm using the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer. You guys, I'm still on the sample. This will last me forever. Like, I will probably be still using this in 2 years, which is ridiculous. And I love this little Wet n Wild P72 brush. It's for blush. This is amazing for contouring with. Like, it's so just fast and easy because I can blend it. It's like the perfect size. I will say one thing is that layering my foundation, the Shape Tape, and the powder does not do any favors for the forehead lines. Not at all. So before anyone goes, hey, your forehead lines look really strong today. Yeah, I know. That happens when I go with like full coverage matte everything, which is why I've been doing glowier makeup lately, because you know, sun damage. I mean, sunscreen would have probably completely, well, not completely, but it would have helped prevent those a lot. You know, it would also help if I would stop doing this all the time. Anyway. I don't tend to contour my nose a whole lot. The only reason I'm doing it today and putting a little bit more contour than normal is because this foundation is just a little bit light for me. So I just kind of want to warm up my face and bring some of the dimension back in. I noticed that if you use a foundation that's even one shade too light for you, it can really kind of flatten out your features. So I found that the lighter of a foundation you use compared to your skin tone, the more you need to use things like bronzer and blush and contour to kind of bring your features back. And the same goes when you're using a matte foundation versus a glowier foundation, because matte foundations also kind of flatten out your features. Can't talk. All right, I am using my big fluffy brush and Tarte Amazonian Clay Blush and Entertain. I've definitely hit pan on this. This is one of my favorite pinks. I love soft pink blushes. I think they're so pretty. And I find that soft pink is very close to my natural blush color. So, I don't know, I just like it. And for highlight, ooh, my favorite thing to do lately. I got this sample a long time ago, that Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in Moonlight. I don't tend to like adding a lot of things into my foundation because I find it can affect the coverage and the way it sits on my skin in a way I don't like. However, I have found that these drops, if you use just a teensy little bit, and just dot it and then work it out with your finger wherever you want highlight. These are a fantastic, just as a liquid highlight rather than mixing it in with anything. I know they're meant to be mixed in with your foundation or your primers, but I just love doing that. And then you get that really soft, natural, lit from within kind of highlight. Now, usually I go a little crazy on highlight, and you really can do that with this quite easily. But this is also nice for when you're either A, doing all cream-based products, though this does go over powder beautifully, or you just want a very soft highlight. And then for my lipstick today, I'm actually using a shade I have not used in forever. These are really old. If you remember these, you have been into makeup or watching YouTube for quite a while. These are the NYX Wicked Lippies. I flipped out when they came out with these. These are metallic, and these actually came out before the whole big metallic trend, like year before last. And this is in the shade Wrath. It's just this really pretty coppery bronzy metallic. I'm just being a little finicky with the application because I'm not using a lip liner. I love these. I think these are a great alternative to metallic liquid lips that can be a bit drying, because this formula is very, very creamy and comfortable to wear. And these are fairly long wearing. I mean, obviously they're not liquid lip, but then again, they're not drying. They're very comfortable to wear, to talk with, etc. All right, you guys, and here is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of little tutorial on how to do this eye. It's a little messy, I know, but that's kind of where we're at. Like, everything's a little messy right now. I think things are gonna start getting, you know, a little bit more organized. I noticed that my makeup tends to often mimic my life, and messy is where we're at right now. But anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. You can also keep up with me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I am pretty much everywhere, and all the links for those are down below. And if you've subscribed, don't forget to hit the notification bell to get notified when I put up new videos. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you again very, very soon. Bye.